Welcome back to another episode of Generate Gaming. I'm your host, Jaws Legacy, and my co-host, Roma Therapy.
What up? How's it going?
What have you been playing this week?
Well, getting more into the Hitman 3. I'm finally on the second mission, so that's exciting.
Nice.
And this new game came out this week, or last week, called Dyson Sphere Program, which is like a mixture of Satisfactory and Factorio.
All right. How are you liking it so far?
It's pretty good. It's very complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of looked into it when I saw you playing it yesterday. Like, it looked pretty intense. Like, it looked like... So, what's the gist of the game?
So this is straight from the Steam store, the description. Build the most effective intergalactic factory in space simulation strategy game, Dyson Sphere Program. Harness the power of stars, collect resources, plan and design production lines, and develop your interstellar factory from a small space workshop to a galaxy-wide industrial empire. So,
Okay.
once you're done with one planet, you move to the next planet. And actually, I think the planet that I'm on now is actually the moon of a planet.
So,
I've started the game so many times, I don't know.
so is it like the roller coaster tycoon games and all that? Sorry, excuse me. Where like you get one park, you build it to like the max you can, and then you move on to the next park.
I think so. I haven't really gotten past, like, I haven't gotten very far at all because I could just keep restarting because I'm like, well, I think I can do this more effectively, or efficiently. So I'll relaunch and start from the beginning again.
Word.
But like, I'm pretty sure like different types of planets have different types of resources,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll need to. You
Have
can
them
choose
cooperate with
anywhere
each other.
between, yeah, you can choose anywhere between like 32 and 64 planets or stars,
Ooh.
and then each of those stars have their own planets.
Damn.
And there's always a black hole. I don't. So I've never. And so you're a robot named Icarus, and you're basically building this thing called a Dyson sphere, which is based on a real theory of a real thing that could possibly exist, which takes the power of, which harnesses the power of a sun to create more power.
All right. Yeah, because I saw like so like, are you the robot the entire time? Like, or do you get like
Yeah,
like a view from outside of like the planet? Because I saw that like you can fly around the planet and do
yeah.
that, and you
You
can.
take control of the you take you're Icarus, and you have to move around. Like you can't just scroll through the planet like any of the other building games. You
Yeah.
like a roller coaster tycoon. You can't just move your camera around. You actually have to move your character around. But
Okay.
you can pull the camera out to see the whole planet and then the whole universe
Yeah.
or galaxy or whatever. But
Okay. Yeah, because that's the one thing I was confused by just by watching the trailer of it. Like, I thought you were maybe like this like giant yellow ball figure that you were able to then control, and like basically like I thought you were like God, and you got to like get to this planet, and like you send like this guy out to like start building things, and then you go back and. But that makes way more sense.
yeah, you'll have to like actually upgrade yourself so that you can travel between planets,
Okay. Yeah, because I thought it
and
was
like
cool.
you actually fly to the different planets.
Yeah, yeah, because I thought it was cool because there was the one part where the planet was like pretty well established, and he was just like flying around the planet, and you can just see like all like the pipelines and everything that was built. So that looked pretty
Yeah,
cool. Like I
it's
thought it looked
intense.
like looked like almost like an outer world slash satisfactory kind of looking game.
Yeah, I think it takes a lot of, I don't know what Outer World is, but I'm sure it's similar to Factorio or whatever.
Hmm.
Factorio is basically Satisfactory, but from a top down,
Yeah.
and you just build. You're not actually a character. You're like a god, and you build like that. Whereas this, you are a character, and like you can actually see like the planet is a globe, and
Yeah.
even if you're zoomed all the way in, you can still kind of tell that it's a round sphere, which is pretty cool.
Okay. That's interesting. Have you been playing anything else?
Just trying out. I heard on a podcast this game called Void Basters, which is free on Twitch Prime right now, or Prime Gaming, whatever,
Okay.
until tomorrow, I think, or Monday. And that's okay game. I don't think I'm gonna go back to it. But no. I mean, we checked out that Cursed game, right?
Yeah. I thought it was interesting, but like I felt like there's a lot to that game.
Yeah. Plus, there's so many other like.
So many other battle royales.
Yeah, I mean, I'd almost rather play Call of Duty than that game.
Yeah. Like I thought it looked interesting, like the characters and all that looked interesting, and then once actually playing it, I was kind of like,
It's
it's
janky as fuck.
yeah, like it was okay, but like if you're a new player going into that game, like you're fucked.
Plus, we were also playing with Scythe, which brought us into a 5-man
Team.
team.
Yeah.
Whereas if he didn't join, we would have been able to go into a 2-man team, and we
Yeah. Probably done a lot
probably still
better.
would have got our asses kicked. But at least it would have been 2v2s instead of
5v3.
we ended up losing to a 5v3.
Yeah. Um.
Oh, I was also playing earlier in the week BPM, or bullets per minute,
Okay.
and that's a rhythm based first person shooter rogue like. So it's procedurally generated, and you have to fire your weapon and reload, and each different gun reloads differently, different number of clicks, but you have to do everything on beat.
Well, that seems interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Where did you get that game?
I got it a while ago.
Okay.
I think it's on Steam. It's I remember hearing an interview about it, and I was like, this I like first person shooters, and I like rhythm games, so but it is hard as fucking hell, bro.
Is
It
it?
is difficult. Oh my god, man. I'm playing on easy and I'm getting my fucking ass handed to me.
So like, do you move around too, or does it like automatically move and you just kind of have to like point and shoot and then reload on beat, or is it
No, no,
like
it's like Doom,
okay? Oh shit.
but it's yeah. And you have to you collect coins every once in a while, and you upgrade your weapon. Like you get a new weapon. You start off with a pistol which has like 6 shots, and then it takes 2 clicks to reload. And then like the first upgrade you'll be able to get for the cheapest amount is a shotgun, which has 4 shots, and then it's a 3-click reload. But then there's also like a grenade launcher, which you have to reload after every shot, and there's assault rifles, but I don't think I've ever gotten an assault rifle because those are like 15 coins. And then you also have like abilities and shit. There's like 6 or 9 different abilities you can find throughout the world.
So do you have to use your abilities on beat too?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
I'll say because if you had to do everything on beat, like that would be fucking like super intense.
It's a very intense.
Nice.
It's pretty intense. Like, and the color scheme is very like chromatic red. Uh, it's very like bland color, almost
Mm-hmm.
muddy, but I mean it works. It looks kind of weird. It works better when you're actually playing, more so than the video is actually showing. But it's a roguelike as opposed to a roguelite. So
Okay.
like you don't carry anything over from round to round. The only
Okay.
thing that you carry over is the knowledge of how the enemies work. And then like every run is completely different. I mean, the enemies stay the same in that specific in the first world and probably in the second world. I've only made it there once.
So
And
do
then
you
the end boss is the same, but like everything else, like every room is different, every layout is different because it's procedurally generated.
do you get or do you always start off with the pistol then?
Yeah, you always start off with a pistol, as far as I know. So yeah, that's BPM. It's
All
pretty
right.
cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty
It's
intense.
like $20 on Steam.
Okay. Yeah, I've been playing or the medium this week
Oh
since it
yeah.
came out on the 28th. And if you think Resident Evil's fucking like it's fucked up, boy, I tell you what, this game has scared the shit out of me so many times. But it's such a well-written story. So it's a narrative-driven horror game. So like,
Mm-hmm.
so as you're playing, like she's like the main character, Marianne, is talking and like talking out the story as well. Which like the
Yeah,
whole
it sounds like it's almost like she's telling somebody a story, right?
yeah. Well, she's telling you what happened and what's going on. But so I
Have you
start.
beat it yet?
Oh, fuck no, man. This game is intensely hard too. So like the first boss, he chases after you. And as he's chasing after you, fucking walls are closing and like it's just like a little maze, which like fucked me up right off the bat. But yeah, no, like this game like has so there's like parts where like you're walking. Okay, so the main plot of the story is you're this girl who has powers where you can talk to the dead and like actually physically go into the spirit world. But so when you go in the spirit world, your screen itself splits. So you have two screens and you control both sides of the screen at one time. And you have to figure out puzzles on one side of the screen. And like you can choose and then you can kind of go to the one like you can like go to the one to the supernatural world, but you only have a certain amount of time before you just die.
Mm.
But so there's like parts where like you can like look through like a broken wall to see like what's on the other side, and then like you can figure out how to get into that room. And so there's this one room I was looking into, and this fucking thing jumped out at me, scared the shit out of me, and then it went to a fucking bathtub that was just filled with blood. It was fucked. It was great. It's like as much as I shouldn't say that. I really do like horror games, but yeah, I played the day that it came out on the 28th. I played it at a, like 12 o'clock at night. I think I got like about half hour, 45 minutes in. I was like, nope, can't play this right now.
Yeah, on that first run, did you make it to the hotel?
Yeah, I made it to the resort, and then I met this little girl named Sadness.
Mm.
So I
I
remember,
haven't made I haven't made it to Sadness yet. I only
no,
made it to the
okay,
first time where the screen splits.
yeah,
I'm right there.
okay. So I started looking more into this game just to kind of like learn more about it. So what I didn't know is this game is filled with Easter eggs. There was supposed to be a game that got released on the Switch, and it was supposed to be like a horror survival game. Um, and you're this girl, Mary, who was in Yugoslavia, I believe it was, and
Hmm.
you were trying to like survive with your daughter.
What game is that?
It never got released.
Oh, they don't have a name for it either, or
Um,
that you remember.
I believe it was called Sadness,
Oh,
which
okay.
is one of the main which is one of the Easter eggs. So like, yeah, so I like this game is like filled with a shit ton of Easter eggs.
Easter eggs from their previous games.
Yeah, but like, yeah, no, I'm really enjoying this game.
Yeah, they're the game before the game they made before this, just a couple years ago was Blair Witch,
Yeah,
which apparently is a pretty decent game.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
that's good that you're enjoying it. Are you going to see it all the way through? You're probably almost done, right?
No, I am not almost done.
How
I,
far into it
I
are you?
think I kind of put it on the hardest difficulty, and or yeah, the hardest one that I could start off with, and I made it. Trying to figure out how to say it without like giving too much away.
Have you been inside? Have you been in a wheelchair?
Have I been in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
I have not been in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Um, I am maybe an hour, hour and a half after the first boss.
Is the first boss Sadness?
No.
Or is Sadness a companion?
Um, Sadness is a little girl that. So you know how you're going there to find Thomas?
Yeah.
She helps you. She takes you to like where like Thomas is.
Oh, so she's a companion? A
Yeah,
friend?
yeah. That I know so far. But yeah, no, like the puzzles in this game are pretty cool too.
Yeah, it was kind of disappointing when I played it, which is why didn't play it at all today. It's very Vajanti. Uh, it's very like when you're in your house and you're trying to get your dad's tie clip or whatever,
Yeah.
and there's like one thing to pick up in the room. It's like, okay, that's cool. And then you go to the next room, there's one thing to interact with. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Did
Like,
you
it looks good.
did you feed your
And
cat or his cat?
no, I don't think so.
All right.
Where is the cat? In the.
In the apartment.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, like if you went to the kitchen, you're able to pick up the cat food and then put it in the bowl.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like I think that's why it's taking me so long to get through it too, is because like I am trying to explore like every inch of this thing.
But you're liking it?
Oh yeah. The one thing I find is weird though is like how you can go to every single like sign and all that and like view it, read it. Like some of the stuff is just it's like one word. And it's like, okay.
True, but I mean, it needs to have that read thing in case you can't actually read what it says.
Oh, absolutely. Like there's some
Or
signs
you
that
just
are
mean like,
complete
what's the
upside
point of
down.
the sign?
Yeah.
Are you saying like, what's the point of the sign if it's only one word?
Yeah, like some of the signs are just a picture. Like I mean, I did get an achievement for thoroughly inspecting 20 things.
Uh
So
huh.
I'm pretty sure like that is like the biggest part of it is just, inspect everything.
Right. That's exciting. I mean, all the reviews that I've heard so far have not been good. But then you look at like the big sites, I think like IGN and Polygon gave it like eights and nines and stuff. But then like the YouTubers that I saw aren't a fan.
Well, it also depends like if you're into like that kind of genre game and like what they're like comparing it to as well.
Yeah, absolutely. What else have you been playing? Or is that the only thing?
I've been playing that and fuck, what's that other game? Oh no. Oh, I just had like a tip of my tongue. Oh, that's it. I've been playing League of Legend TFT lately as well too. Just something to like sit back and click here,
That's
click
their
there. Yeah,
that's the auto battler.
it's the auto battler.
True.
Yeah, like I played it when it first launched, and I played like the first season, and then I kind of just stopped playing League of Legends, and then yeah, I think last at the end of, yeah, I guess Monday I started playing it again, just here and there, because you're also able to play it on your phone.
The same work, like the same.
Yeah.
Everything carries over between.
Yep.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So like when I'm on my break at work, I'll throw that on and. All right, so I must say, February. There's not too many games I'm looking forward to come out though. Like there's a lot
Yeah,
of stuff coming out.
Is there?
Yeah, but it's just like a lot of like little things like Apex Legends is going to the Switch on the 2nd of February.
Oh, really? I thought it was. It's not already there yet.
No, it's not. Control's going to the PS5 and Xbox Series X on February 2nd as well. There's a bunch of like a lot of little games.
Control. Yeah, Control's already on the. They're going to be on their Xbox Live Gold and PlayStation Plus.
Okay.
They launched on those consoles. What's interesting too is that on the Xbox Live Gold, Xbox Live games with Gold, it's the base version, it's Control, whereas on PlayStation Plus, it's the Control Ultimate Edition, and it's already been said when they announced the upgrades for the new consoles, PS5 and Series X/S, that the only way to get a free upgrade to the new systems is if you own the Ultimate Edition. Otherwise, you'd have to buy like an upgrade pack or whatever.
Yeah.
So this effectively gives all PlayStation Plus users the free upgrade to the PS5 version whenever that drops. Whereas on the Xbox, you can play it on your Series X, and I'm sure it'll run better and perform better and load faster on an SSD, but it's not like the actual Series X/S upgrade.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the difference.
I mean, Werewolf the Apocalypse is coming out on February 4th. That looked kind of interesting.
Yeah, is that a single player or multiplayer?
I believe it's a single player, if I'm not mistaken. It does not say here.
I remember a couple last year, maybe, this like werewolf based battle royale game dropped, or I played it last year anyway on PC, and it was janky as fuck. You either like turn into a werewolf, or if you get killed by the werewolf, you come back as a werewolf. I just remember being hunted by a werewolf, and I was like, this game sucks. I can't remember what it was called. I have no idea.
Oh, here's one you might like. On February 11th, On the Road Truck Simulator drops onto Xbox One.
Sweet, I can get cut off in my video games right after I get home from getting cut off in real life. That's exciting.
But in this, you don't have to stay outside in the cold.
This is true.
There's also Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury, or plus Bowser's Fury, coming on February 12th.
Right, okay. Yeah, we were talking about that last episode, right?
Yeah.
True.
But like, there's not a lot of like big title games coming out this month.
Yeah.
New season of Diablo starts in February. Season 22 end date is in February.
Speaking of Diablo, if we want to take a little detour here, so the studio that made the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, Vicarious Visions, they got folded into Blizzard.
Okay.
Last week.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so that means the chances of a Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 being added to that, or 4 or whatever. I mean, is that ever going to happen now that Vicarious is now just in Blizzard? Like, and also because the reason why I brought it up is because it's actually they're rumored to be working on Diablo 2 remake because they did such a good job on Tony Hawk. It makes sense that they would be brought in to do more remakes, right?
Yeah. See, but I kind of feel like them doing that while Diablo 4 is on the go too.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to put Diablo 4 out and then have a remake out there too? They're just taking momentum from 4 away.
Exactly. That's the question everyone's asking. And then it leads us to believe like is Diablo 4 not coming out until like 2024?
I
You
I
know?
I do think it's going to be a while. I do not think Diablo 4 is going to come out until like 2022 or 2023 at the earliest.
Yeah, right, exactly. Even though they announced it in 2019
Yeah,
or even no, they announced it in oh yeah, 2019. Yeah, yeah.
2019. I do know that there was a beta test that was done with it as well. I do
With
believe.
4?
Yeah. Um,
So that seems like and I also remember like shortly after they announced it, after they announced it, they said like this game's going to be a while. Like even in Blizzard standards, it's not even close
yeah.
because
Which,
Blizzard is notorious for taking a very long time. Even when they say that it's coming soon, like soon means like a year or a
yeah,
year and a half. So
but
I think them saying that actually allows them a lot of time.
yeah, but
But then
this,
also, why did you fucking announce it so early?
um, just so that people know that it is coming. But at the same time, I'd much rather them take their time and fucking actually make a game that's gonna be great. Because I mean, Diablo 3 was fantastic.
Yeah.
Um, that and I hope they kind of add more than just what was it, the druid they're adding in,
Yeah.
and then there was one other character too. I believe they're adding in. Like I would be okay if they just completely like made a new roster of characters.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm sure that'll happen.
Um, but yeah, like
And also, there's that Diablo mobile game too,
yep.
which
Oh
apparently is pretty good, even though people lost their fucking shit over it. Like, who wants to play a Diablo mobile game? Oh, wait a second. It's actually pretty good. Not bad. Yeah, good job.
well, it was like the yeah, the Elder Scrolls mobile game. That was trash.
Right. Well,
I tried that one. That was terrible.
did you?
Oh
And now,
yeah.
isn't that on? It's on Switch now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking. I don't understand what Bethesda does, man. Where their decisions come from.
No idea. Um, Another like thing coming out for the Switch is Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. I
Okay.
I remember when I was a kid and this was out on the Super Nintendo. I believe it was Super Nintendo.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay. Is it a
you're that.
remake of like the original game
Yes.
with updated graphics and all that? I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. Like I remember like when I saw the trailer for it, like they kept to like the actual game itself, um, like original, but it just you remember that one game that we played, something light, where you were that little girl and you got like those different companions to come help you out.
We played it together.
No, we played it separately.
Um. Oh, what like Child of Light?
Yeah, Child of Light. It kind of has like that. Like it looks kind of like that.
That's like a side-scrolling Metroidvania, right?
Yeah,
So you're okay. So it's like that. It's a side scroller.
Yeah, it's a side-scrolling game. Like the background pretty much stays the same, and kind of like
Oh,
Broforce.
oh, see, wait, what are we talking about here? Ghosts and Goblins?
Yeah,
I thought that was a first. I thought that was like in first person. I don't know if I've ever played it, but I always thought that that was a first person game. No,
no.
interesting. Interesting.
Here, I'll throw it up here.
Yeah, you should throw her up. Let us see the fine work of the ghosts and the goblins.
Like, it looks fantastic.
Interesting. I didn't realize that this was going to be the way that it looks.
I thought it looked. Yeah, I think it looks fantastic. Um, just like an old school game, like brought to the
Yeah,
modern day.
this seems pretty cool. It's kind of like because they just brought Sony just brought back Medieval last year.
Hmm.
Seems fairly similar.
Um,
But
but
yeah,
yeah,
I always that
I,
game was a first person game for what I must be thinking of like something completely different. I think I'm thinking of like a light game, a light gun game from the arcades where
oh,
you're like
okay.
going down the hallway shooting monsters. I think that's what I always thought Ghosts and Goblins was.
That sounds almost like the original Doom.
Right, except not.
Hey, I just
Like how
like your
many
bot
games can you are how many games are you going down a hallway shooting monsters? It all depends on what the hallways look like and what the monsters look like, right?
in an arcade, or
In an
good,
arcade.
I'd say like a good like 20%. but
Exactly.
but yeah, the next couple of
Ghouls
months,
and ghosts, maybe? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Go ahead, sorry.
but the next couple of months kind of seems like it's gonna be not really too
Try.
much stuff coming out. Yeah, like in March, I'm more excited about March than February. I mean, at least Harvest Moon One World comes out. Um, Prince of Persia is still coming out in March, or it got
It
pushed
got
back to
pushed.
March.
It
Yes.
got pushed to March. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yakuza 6, The Song of Life on PC and
Is
Xbox One.
was it only on X is it only on PlayStation right now?
I believe so.
Interesting.
And one of my most anticipated games, It Takes Two, comes out. So I'll be picking that up, and I'll definitely be sending you the key since you got it the other one last time.
True, true.
And yeah, like, but yeah, the next couple of months seem a little dry.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
there,
COVID fucks everything up,
oh
right?
yeah, like I mean, there's a lot of shit coming out and going to all that, but um, for the most part, it's like big titles, pretty dry.
Yep.
This one game looks kind of interesting though. Roller Champions.
That's that roller derby game I was talking about last week with by Ubisoft.
Uh, yes, by Ubisoft. So that comes out. Or oh, never mind, I lied.
That's the
Um,
game that got pushed back
yeah,
into later of the year.
it says Q1 2021.
Yeah, Q1 ends technically on March 30th, but if that and it depends on the article date that you're reading right now too,
Yeah,
because it got pushed.
yeah. I think it's still like the it. Yeah, it just says Q1 on it. Q1 21 just says this quarter, but there's still no actual release date on it.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
sure they would. I wouldn't be surprised if they released that in a beta form as well. That would be the
mhm.
smartest thing to do.
All right, and that's our show. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell to know when we generate our next video. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think, what we fucked up, what we can do better. We would like to know. We are your hosts. I'm Jaws Legacy, and that's Roma Therapy. Have a good one.
Peace.